views expressed on this program are those of the hosts, guests, and callers, and are not necessarily those of this station, its management, or other advertisers. You're listening to Transformation Talk Radio.
Hi, welcome. This is Dr. John DeMartini. This is one of the most amazing and inspiring shows that you can listen into. If you want to be on the edge of your seats, if you want to open up your heart, if you want to expand your mind, and you want to meet incredible people, stay tuned because you're just about to experience a transformative radio show that will change your life. And you're listening to the Dr. Pat Show that's coming up right next.
Welcome to the Dr. Pat Show. Talk radio to thrive by. Powerful, inspiring, and coming to you live, bringing you stories of people like you and me, busting through and living life full out. Get ready to dare to wonder what your life would be like if you knew you could not fail. Hey everybody, super welcome to the Dr. Pat Show network, Transformation Talk Radio Network, and special show, Sheer Alchemy with Leslie Fonteyne. Manifesting abundance when? During suffering and crisis. I love this topic. I just love this topic. Because, we've done a number of shows on suffering and crisis here recently. And not sure exactly what we've said on those shows that make a difference for anybody. But here's what I've come to know is that I think for most of us, abundance is a word we've come to know and get really familiar with. And yet it is so misunderstood in so many ways. But what is it that we can talk about today where we can explore with Leslie Fonteyne? We can explore our ability, our capacity to create. It's interesting, for me, what kind of experiences I've had in the past month. It's interesting as I take a look at what happens sometimes when you step in a pothole. Now, why am I talking about potholes? Well, let me just tell you a little bit about Leslie, and I'll tell you why I'm talking about potholes. I just got back from the East Coast. That's probably why potholes are the metaphor for me today. But a pothole here in Washington State, and Chris, you know this. Chris is listening to this show. Chris from Transformation Talk Radio. Chris took us on a ride in Rhode Island that I will never forget. I have redefined what a pothole is. But today for the show, it is...
You sure his car just didn't have bad shock?
Oh, no, man. It was like a new car.
Oh. Those must be really big.
Yeah. And so there are things that we look at in our lives about what we go through, what we call survive. But we rarely think about this topic today. We rarely think about suffering and abundance in the same sentence. We rarely think about that. Some people say we're not wired that way, but that's why we have Leslie Fonteyne, because this is where we get to learn how to be able to create, how to use what we've been given, and how to do it. Doesn't matter what's going on. This is what today's show is about. Leslie is a transformation catalyst she's intuitive. She is the creator of Sheer Alchemy. She invites the masters to come in when we open up those phone lines and the work that she does, the presentations. She has been on the road. You're going to find her in other parts of the country. You're going to find her in other countries, taking her message out there and helping a whole lot of people, because that's what she is saying yes to right now. And, part of the journey is that I get to talk with Leslie about not just about her life, about what she's doing, but about what the lessons might be, about how she's going to help us understand the absolutely magnificence that we are and how to tap into that. How do we step in to our intention? How do we do all of this? Now, is it that we don't know how to do it, or maybe it's that we have forgotten? But today you're going to take that journey. You're going to find out a lot about Leslie, how you can, track her down when she's at some of these expos. I'm telling you, that's what folks are doing. And stop in and say, hey, hi, how are you, Leslie? But today's show, for those of you out there, it's a very important message. It's a message of understanding what suffering and crisis is, but also understanding what manifesting abundance might look like during those times. Hi, Leslie.
Hey,
it's great to have you.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, am I right in that you don't hear abundance and suffering usually in the same sentence, huh?
You are, and I was thinking about the name of this show, which is Alchemy. And if you think about what happens in alchemy, it's change. Mm-hmm. Sometimes I think we honestly don't understand what's happening to us, and we don't appreciate what's happening to us because we are so accustomed to the messages around us, whether it's in our 3D world, which is what I call it. You know, people go, buck up, get a better attitude, make it happen, start performing, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. You need a better attitude. And, you know, I used to think, well, this better attitude thing must be a part of what we learned with the, law of attraction teachings and all that. But what I'm realizing is we also learned it growing up. You know, we weren't allowed to have our feelings when we were growing up,
right.
Many of us.
Yeah.
We were told what to feel. We were told how to regard school, how to regard everything all around us. And then we go into the world and we're told how to act and how to be. So we're so clueless sometimes after all that training, no fault of our own in some ways, as to the fact that we don't understand how we're feeling or what we're feeling. So to take it a step further, we can learn things the hard way. That's called karma. We can learn things the first time, which is called grace. Got it, message delivered, move on. We also make changes differently. Some of us will change the minute someone tells us something. We just get an aha moment, the way Oprah would call it. Other times, just sharing with someone that's really listening to us, we feel heard, we shift. Sometimes we really need rest, and we wake up in the morning and we get clear. And then there's the energetic shift, the vibration. So I want to go ahead and bring in the masters and bring in the archangels right now into this discussion so that people can begin to start shifting while we're talking.
Yeah. When you say bring in the archangels, when you say bring in the angels, bring in the archangels, bring in the masters, I would love for you to talk about what that feels like, because so often we don't really believe we can do it. You know, we think, Leslie, she's special. She can do it. They're only going to talk to her, right? And if you grew up with my religious background, you certainly knew God don't talk to you, right?
A lot of us learned that. A lot of us learned that we had to be the super special ones in the hierarchy. I can't tell you how many people I clear their fields of old religious hierarchies that, where permission was not granted.
Yeah. So what's the new paradigm, or should I say, what's the old paradigm?
Well, I refer to this meditation clearing CD I do, fairly often, which is Transcending the Challenge of Discouragement. The whole point of that CD is exactly what you've asked me, which is most of us think, let's change our thoughts, let's do an interrupt, let's shift, and let's look at the day differently. That's from inside out. That's us doing it. That CD takes you on a journey of bringing them in first and watching the field shift. And as they shift your field, your vibration shifts, because typically what we found is that we're stuck in our emotions. We're stuck in some thoughts. We're stuck in other people's energies. I mean, some of you can be walking down the street or go to a meeting at work, and then bam, you don't know what happened, but all of a sudden you're angry, you're depressed, you're frustrated, and you don't know what the heck happened to you. And often it's because your field is very porous, you're empathic, you've let some people come in and affect you, and that wasn't how you started the day at all. So when you invite in the ascended masters and the archangels, and by the way, they only come when you invite them. That's the problem. The old religious teachings were, if I'm worthy, I may get a visitation. If I'm super special and go to the brink of death, maybe they'll come. That's not how this is. They come by invitation. They're standing around waiting for you to invite them in, to ask for them to help you shift. And what that shift feels like is that all of a sudden you are moving from your emotion-based reality. And again, there's nothing wrong with emotions. They're a part of the human makeup. So forget trashing that stuff. You're stepping out of the mental limitations of how you look at the world, how you think of the world, and you're letting this energy take you to a higher place where all of a sudden you're starting to see things like, wow, this day really is good. This day really does have possibilities. I could choose to step into something different. Through no superhuman effort of my own, I can invite the support, and you are going to feel it. If you don't right away, that just means there's just a little resistance, but don't stop there. Just because you have resistance one time, you don't win the 100-meter dash by doing it once and going, wow, well, that wasn't very fast. So it's the same thing with this. You may not feel it, but guess what? Just because you don't know someone is about to knock on your door outside doesn't mean they're not there. So do the same analogy here. Understand and be patient and draw them in.
Well, this is what today's show is about, because we are talking about abundance at all levels. Doesn't matter what pothole you're in, what crisis shows up. It doesn't matter what's at your doorstep or what's barking and biting at you.
Exactly.
This is a different level of conversation, and we're going to invite all of you to call in when we come back from break. What we're going to be talking about today is about this field, about this. I love that. You don't just because they're not knocking on your door doesn't mean they're not there. That's right. That's right. For any of you listening to this show, I just want to invite you to think about a new way, just to think about it for a minute, to think about what if, Leslie's going to help me with this when we come back, what if abundance was really easy? What if it was really easy? I mean, like super, super ridiculous easy. Like think about the most easiest thing that you have ever done, that you're doing today, that you ever want to do. Easy. Think about it, whatever that is for you. I don't care, knitting, radio, I don't know, writing, dishes. Easy, 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 easy. Think about it. Now, what if your current thinking was abundance is hard? It is not for me. It is for some Leslie Fonteyne, sheer alchemy. But now think, what if that's not true? What if abundance was as easy as the easiest thing you do, like breathing? Let's take a short break. When we come back, I'm just going to turn this whole thing over to Leslie. We're going to open up the phone lines, too. Get ready. Are you ready for all the abundance you can stand? We'll be right back with the show.
Hello, August moon, where are the stars of the night? You promised me too soon, 'cause it's been cloudy all night. And the weatherman said, if you're not well, stay in bed. And I've been feeling down and blue, and it's cloudy in my head. Instead of going out to some restaurant, I'll stay home instead.
Listen to the Yo Andrew News Talk Show every Tuesday night at 5 p.m. Pacific Time, 8 p.m. Eastern Time. More info where to listen? www.yoandrewnts.com/listen. Don't get your message lost in the mail. Email us with this address, yoandrew@yoandrewnts.com. How about tweet Yo Andrew at AndrewTweetGeo? Taking a picture is easy. Instagram us today at YoAndrewNTS.
Tap into your I Am energy to discover who you truly are and who you always have been. Dawn Smith offers a simple yet profound and life-changing way to discover your I Am energy that is hidden beneath the toxicity caused by choices we made consciously or unconsciously prior to today. This internal perfection is not an idea, a theory, or some vague notion or concept. On the contrary, it is beyond the grasp of the brain and its intellectual interpretations, as it lies deep within the language of our hearts. Visit IamEnergy.ca.
Tune in each Wednesday at 1 p.m. Pacific Time, 4 Eastern Time on Transformation Talk Radio to Limelight Radio with Katina Makris. This is an inspirational, cutting-edge radio show educating worldwide listeners on a diversity of Lyme disease-related topics. Each week, Katina will interview some of the world's leaders in health, wellness, spirituality, and human potential. For more information, visit limelightradio.com.
Did anyone teach you to be a parent? What if there were tools that could make your job a whole lot easier? Glenna Rice invites you to be the questionable parent you truly be in a dynamic teleseries designed to empower parents to know that they know and give you the awareness required to create ease and joy between you and your children. Check out GlennaRice.com to learn more and to book a private session. Or dial 415-235-2807.
Psychic World, Wednesday, 8 p.m. Pacific, 11 p.m. Eastern, with John G. Sutton, featuring his special guest, Countess Storella, one of Britain's most respected psychic mediums. John is an internationally published author, poet, and professional clairvoyant. His best-selling books include Psychic Pets, featured with John on the Walt Disney Channel, Animal Planet. Currently, John is the feature editor of the monthly Psychic World, which is the UK's Journal of Spiritualism. He has over 30 years of experience working in the field of paranormal studies. Countess Storella has an incredible ability to visualize your future in a positive, passionate way. This show offers all listeners the chance to call in and speak directly to John or the amazing Countess Storella. You can ask your personal questions about love, career, money, relationships, or whatever is troubling you in this often difficult life. What dreams may come? Join John G. Sutton and Countess Storella to discover your answer. See www.psychicworld.net.
Loving you, that's what I wanna do. Loving you, that's what I wanna do. Hello, midnight lover, you're the one I adore. And I've been thinking of you till the stars under more. If it's cloudy, you're blue, I'll stay here with you. We'll make a wish and then we'll kiss. Our love forever true.
Thank you, Benny. Brilliant. Thank you. Hey, everybody, welcome back to the show. Sheer Alchemy. Leslie Fonteyne and me. Manifesting abundance during suffering and crisis. And, you know, there was an invitation, Leslie, before the show, before the break, about thinking about easy, thinking about abundance is easy. As I said it, I'm thinking, do I actually believe that? I have moments. And so I want to talk about, you know, some of these things that are so important. The way you describe this, things about what happens when you have feelings of things. Also, we would love to invite folks out there that would love to connect with you, right? Call into
Absolutely.
the show. So tell them a little bit about what they can expect when they call in.
No, I would never trivialize some of the things that you all are going through. Some of you have some pretty big experiences, and some of you have some exciting events and anticipation. So we won't solve everything in the call, but we will do a shift that you will notice, and you are always free to call me later and set up a session where we can go more in depth. But we will definitely make a dent.
So the way to do that today, 1-800-930-2819. We have opened up the phone lines. The Masters and the Archangels are already here. So if you would like to join us and you'd like to get some help from Leslie, 1-800-930-2819. 1-800-930-2819. Angels, Masters, all waiting for you. We'd love to be able to help you get unstuck, get out of the pothole, figure out how to have abundance 24/7. Let's talk a little bit about, this idea about breaking loose, about feeling good when the world around you is just coming apart. Just coming apart. Seems like it's coming apart.
I want to frame the answer to that one a little bit, but I'd like you to imagine who you are as maybe 3 years old, very excited, happy, thrilled little person that hasn't to school yet and is still discovering everything about the world. And then you have parts of you that are learned behavior, learned attitudes, learned thoughts, and learned beliefs. And then you have what God, universe, whatever you'd like to call that incredible, powerful energy that is pure health, pure abundance, everything that we want to be from our essence. And you align all that, and we're going to feel like we're short-circuiting. It's too much. We don't know how to bring it in. So I want to separate the I can'ts from the I'm nots, the I can'ts from the I won't. Because when you make a change, when you do a choice, an abundance, something that comes to you to do, you are going to open a door for something new, and something else is going to get rattled in your life, isn't it? And we think, well, can't I have it all? Well, yes, but your vibration is beginning to shift, and that old thing, as much as it's carried you up until this point, may need to be let go. And that then becomes, am I willing to step into all that I am and let go of these old fears, old thoughts, old ways of being, and experience the new adventure. So if you, things are so easy. And then you've got some things that are hard. You've never done them before. And we seem to understand that in our 3, but when we get an inspired idea, step into something, we get confused because it's hard at first, or we don't know how, or we don't have all the tools. Don't be afraid that you can't step into that, but understand that when you step into something new, something else in your life may have to go. And then when you're cutting loose to step into that awesome new thing, there's going to be a shifting of things around you, whether it's relationships, jobs, the day-to-day events of your life, what you've always done for the last 20 years, you suddenly stop doing. So we get depressed and we get upset when we can't seem to hold on to everything. So then the element of control is to come in. So I'm throwing these things out to you just to let them trigger what your experience might be when you're feeling depressed, when you're feeling sad, when you're feeling you can't shift. Go to the bottom of it. What is it that's stirring you up right now? What is it that's getting you excited? And the very next thought, what is it that's telling you why you can't do it?
I love that. We have opened up the phone lines for those of you out there, 1-800-930-2819. Somebody waiting, Mr. Benny?
No,
Who do we have?
Yeah, Richard, I'm sorry. Richard calling in from Seattle.
All right. Hey, Richard.
Hey, morning.
Good morning.
So before I even got on the phone, I kind of shifted because I've been struggling. Like I do all the things of letting go. I feel like I'm climbing a mountain, and things get easier as I kind of believe in the abundance. And then it seems like when I let go, I actually fall down the mountain rather than going to the top.
So what's it that you feel that you're falling down in? What is that area that makes?
And I think just by listening to you the last couple of minutes, it's about deservability.
Ah, see that you can even call it that. You're calling it out. You're naming it. So now, Isn't this awesome that you have the chance to clear that you have the chance to shift through it and what the message is in that area? So have you figured that out, what those messages might have been for you in that place?
Yeah, I mean, it's like when I have it, I can't hold it. And then when I let go of the wrong thing, I think, and I go all the way back down the mountain again.
Well, do you want to get more specific?
I guess I might need a little help in doing that, but I would love to get more.
Okay, all righty. So this idea, the holding on, the letting go, and falling down the mountain, to me sounds like you're going through some pretty deep shifting within where you're not sure if you're really going down the mountain or you're letting go of some old performance anxiety.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's a good way to. I feel untethered, I guess. That there's nothing to go back,
right.
But I'm not quite sure where to go forward.
Right. So let's just bring in. We've already brought in the Masters and the Archangels, so we're just going to start to go into you. So there's a lot of performance anxiety. There's a lot of fear of approval. There's some things in there where, in a sense, you have a view of success. So let's just go into that because that's what's coming up right now is your view of success. Yeah. And how you achieve. And there's some old lessons you have. And then the question would be is as you step into your abundance, can you let these old concepts? What's coming up for you as I said that?
That it won't.
Okay, that's an old message from family for sure.
It definitely is.
All right. So you know that. And now if you go all the way to the source, and you recognize that it's an old message from family. So you've got a real hard thing. This is a loyalty issue for you. It's actually from someone you respected, and actually whether a father figure or, someone in a parental role of some kind. I want you to understand something. When you honor yourself, you honor that individual. So you are not being disloyal to that old teaching. Okay?
That makes sense.
So
okay.
We're going down into your solar plexus right now. So I want you to really let yourself clear out the cord there between you and that one. Because we always keep the unconditional love tie, always.
Right.
But that belief stuff is holding you back.
You know what, for me,
what?
Is that I attributed that belief to God as well.
And that happens, right? As a child, we do have unconditional love for the parent, no matter how adequate or inadequate they might be. So we transfer that to spirit. We transfer that to God. And we don't understand unconditional love. So it's coming in torrents for you right now. It's coming in.
That makes a lot of sense, that if I believe that I'm not worthy from a God point of view, then I have no chance.
Yeah, so you are opening like crazy. So let's just clear just a little bit more in your heart space here. There's some core fear there, and we're just going to remove that, letting it go, clearing out the core fear that you can be all that you are, and without incrimination. And without disapproval, bringing in the angels, bringing your angel in this lifetime. And there you go.
Yeah, because I already am.
Yeah, you are. Richard, what an honor. I will definitely send you the CD. Take care.
Yeah, hey, Richard, hold on so we can get some information from you so we can send you the CD. If you hold on for a minute, we'll get your email and your address and all of that so we can get the CD to you. Wow, that was awesome. Tell folks how they can find out more about you before we go to the break here. And for those of you out there, we are taking your calls.
All right. Go to my website, www.lesliefonteyne.com. That's LESLIEFONTEYNE.com. Or you can call me 678-665-3366. I will show on that website all the different events I'm going to be at. I'm going to be in Columbus, Ohio Saturday, and then in London next week. That's the UK. Very excited. So just check it out and call me anytime if you're looking to have a session. Go more in depth on the clearing.
All right. We're going to take a short break. When we come back, we have opened up the phone lines. 1-800-930-2819. Give us a shout. 1-800-930-2819. If you want to experience a bit of what Richard just experienced. When we come back, we're going to talk about how do we deal with betrayal? How do we deal with pain or depression? And how do we learn to connect with our essence from that place? Leslie Fonteyne, sheer alchemy. We're going to take a short break. We'll be right back.
As I drove across on the highway, my Jeep began to rock. I didn't know what to do, so I stopped and got out and looked.
How would you like increased health and vitality? How would you like to avoid the onset of disease as well as slow the aging process? This is all possible through a simple, safe, and natural process. Every day we are either moving toward wellness or away from wellness.
Hi, I'm Mary Jane Mack. I'd like to be your partner in achieving optimal health. Contact me now at maryjanemack.com or call 425-392-0659. Visit maryjanemack.com.
You can have it all. Join Dr. Richard Bartlett and Melissa Joy for our mind-blowing Festival of the Healing Arts, coming to Seattle 16th through the 25th. For the first time, we'll be teaching the entire Matrix Energetics Seminar package back-to-back in one location.
And this is the thing I like about Matrix Energetics. There are many theories and concepts out there about using quantum physics and other aspects that we know of, that science now knows of, that the world around us is essentially made out of energy and information, but Matrix Energetics gives you the insights that you need, the consciousness technology, if you will, to apply that in your own world and bring about the change that you would like to see.
Matrix Energetics, consciousness technology for transformation and healing. Join us for a free introductory course Friday, May 16th from 7 to 9 p.m. Seminars will be at the Doubletree Seattle Airport. Visit matrixenergetics.com for a seminar coming to a city near you. Come as you are and leave transformed.
Tired of traditional talk? People pontificating about this or that, the left or the right. Sometimes the truth is just all lost in the noise. Tune in each week to Straight Talk with Chuck Gallagher on TransformationTalkRadio.com. Mondays at 2 p.m. Pacific, 5 p.m. Eastern, as nationally known guests talk about what's important to you, your life, your concerns, and your success. Tune in and turn on to Straight Talk with Chuck Gallagher. Visit ChuckGallagher.com for more information.
Tune in each Tuesday at noon Pacific and 3 Eastern on TransformationTalkRadio.com for the Dr. Julie Show, All Things Connected with Dr. Julie Kroll, featuring weekly segments with David Eisen and the Chakra Sound System. Each week, you will journey through infinite possibilities, expand into social potential, and find beautiful beginnings where endings leave off. Changemakers from around the world will explore what's emergent about the environment, relationships, health, the arts, education, and the evolution of consciousness. Visit thedrjulieshow.com.
You Used clinically by top Lyme doctors, Beyond Balance herbal formulas have helped thousands of patients battle tick-borne disease by providing superior immune system support and enhancing detoxification. Beyond Balance formulas are sold through healthcare professionals. The oral drops contain non-GMO food-grade vegetable glycerin, making them well tolerated by children and alcohol-sensitive patients. For more information, licensed or certified healthcare practitioners can call BioResource, the exclusive Beyond Balance distributor for the United States and Canada, 800-203-3775.
A strange feeling like a mist. I walked down toward the end of the road, and in the fog, a woman appeared. She said, "Don't you worry, my friend. I'll take care. Take my hand. I'll take it there." Oh, take me to a place without.
Awesome, Benny. Thank you.
See, I don't know what you're missing.
Yeah, it's good.
People, get this album.
No, it's not that I'm not going to get it. I was just sad. I was like,
You feel sad hearing that?
I don't feel sad.
Okay.
I feel sad to know that I'm hearing it.
This is true.
And he's not here.
True.
That's kind of a
but
little
you're
thing. Emotion.
Respecting him, you're honoring him, you're continuing his legacy.
Right, exactly.
I think that's right. What's the deal? Yeah.
I felt the same way about Elvis, though, too. So there we go.
Okay, I'll give you that one.
Sheer Alchemy, Leslie Fonteyne is in the house. Leslie, before we go to the phones, part of this is how can people, again, find out more about you? And then let's talk about this idea of feeling hopeless and how difficult it is when you're really hopeless. When, I was homeless at 17. The word abundance, right? I learned the word abundance about 10 years ago. I was just trying to, not sleep in my car. But the energy you taught was connect to something that gave me some awareness. So I didn't have to sleep in my car. Right? I mean, it's from sleeping in my car to becoming a millionaire. Sleeping in my car to sleep in my car. And in that moment, that was abundant for me.
Wow. No, there are people like you who had some pretty traumatic in life. I often get asked, well, what about the child on the corner that, has nothing and doesn't know or whatever? It is honestly a gift when someone brings to us the opportunity of spirit. It is an absolute gift, and I don't have all the answers of when one becomes aware and when one doesn't. I do know for me, when I had no desire to live and no interest in what was being presented to me as values of my society or what success meant, they, honest to God, in my core, were meaningless. Mm-hmm. So when I got my visitation, it was a deep, desperate cry out, and then the world changed. And I no longer was living according to those values. Do they affect me? Do they impinge on my day-to-day life? Of course they do. I'm a human being. I'm living on the earth. We all have. However, if you're feeling a disconnect between your soul's cry, your essence, and what is being called a priority and of importance around you, take heart. But again, the Ascended Masters and the Archangels, they come by invitation. So it is your choice to transform the vibration and the energy around you and to step into a whole new adventure.
When we look at the new adventure, something that we refer to of having this essence, even when we are down and out and Greenbrook, New Jersey, that essence is still with us, but we don't remember. All of us remember that. And more about this, because I know this actually have someone calling into the show. It's important that we chat with for a minute. But I want to get back to this because it's so important in the work that you do and so important for us to remember 24/7.
Absolutely.
That we are not limited to a moment of a day or a situation, or when the planets align, or when the Grand Cross is happening in Scorpio or some planet that it just happened in, or whether Mercury's in retrograde or not. There are things we can know for ourselves. Let's go to Benny.
Sure, we'll take Bill calling in from...
Hi, Bill.
How you doing? I'm a first-time caller, a little bit apprehensive.
Oh,
welcome to the show.
Welcome. Nothing fear.
Yeah. Okay. I don't have a specific question, but I do just kind of wonder why I always feel so disjointed from life.
Well, let's talk about what life is to you. What life are you feeling disconnected from?
Relationships.
Say it again.
Relationships.
I got you. Okay. All right. And is it you where talking at one level and else is really coming in at another?
I don't think it's a communication thing. I just think it's, I just feel so withdrawn into myself, and it's been that way for a long time.
Right, yeah. Even from childhood, like I'm just seeing you at 9, 10 years old. Just a lot of things that probably happened to you growing up, would you say?
Yeah, but I'm thinking of more in adulthood, from like 20 on.
Sure, but it transfers on, so glom onto some messages and issues about ourselves. So here's the thing. There's, a lot in your heart space. There's definitely some fears coming up. So I'm going to just go straight to the core here, okay? Are you game?
Yep.
All right. So be brave. You ready?
Okay, go for it.
All right. I want you to tell me what you truly desire. What do you want?
Long-lasting relationship.
And tell me more about it.
Well, long-lasting, loving relationship like everyone else probably wishes for. The fear of rejection.
Yeah, there's that. And there's also a little fear going on in your power center about your ability to create that. Okay? So what I want you to do right now is I want you to shift into some willingness right now, which is that you're willing to step into your power. Okay? Remember, I haven't asked you to quit your job or run away or do anything like that. We're just moving into willingness.
Right.
All right. And now I want to go into your heart. I'm going to do some shifting out of some contracts you've got there that kind of have kept the I can't level. I can't step into this. I can't have that. There's just some negative experiences you've had, and we just want to release some of those energies. So I want you to really allow that right now, just letting them go. And the thing is that sometimes when we let go of stuff, we're also letting go of some comforts about it while this is happening. That's okay because a lot of stuff gets brought up for us. So now I'm going to bring in some of the guidance. All right, we're bringing in the archangels, we're bringing in the masters, and I'm just feeling going from the top of your head all the way down. I'm going to out your telepaths right now, which is your intuitive guidance. And then there's some blocks in your throat space, which is, again, that part you were talking about is the withdrawn part, speaking your truth. Now, this is something that I want you to go into within yourself right now. If you were really, really communicating your truth, and you might do this after we hang up as well, I want you to write out what you would want to say, what you would want to truly communicate from your heart, from your core. And it may feel a little awkward at first, but really do this. No one has to look at this. It's just yours. But this is sending out some of the blocks and the debris that's collected there. And this is also a part of your heart that if you communicate your truth, you'll just be stunned. It won't be accepted, that rejection thing you were talking about. So we're just going to continue to release here. And there's a lot going on with you right now, Bill. This is not something small, and I would never trivialize. But what I'd like you to do is to let yourself fully write out your true desires from your heart. Okay? If you notice that you start going sideways with your intellect or you start backing off and not really going there, catch yourself and start over. And then the other thing I want you to notice is what starts to surface for you that is explaining to you why you can't have what you want. Those are the keys to the blocks. And I would love to work with you at another time where we really go into that and get rid of them. But your solar plexus is clearing out big time right now. You can do this, Bill. You can.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you, Bill. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you so much. Hey, Bill, we're going to give out Leslie's number, so you want to make sure you write it down here before. Thanks for calling in. Thank you.
You bet. 678-665-3366 or lesliefontaine.com.
One more time with the phone number.
678-665-3366.
All right, let's take a short break, everyone. When we come back, Leslie's going to share some tools that you can use and how to move from that place that doesn't feel so good, to a place that you want to be. Let's take a break. We'll be right back with the show.
Presenting Act As If and Change Your Life with Ari Lauer. Thursday, May 22nd, 7 to 8:30 p.m. at East West Bookshops. This dynamic motivational speaker and transformational life coach shares her incredible Act As If, Change Your Life technique to transform your life. Join Ari as she shares inspirational stories of overcoming incurable disease, bankruptcy, divorce, and turbulent past to create the life of her dreams. You too will learn how to have exactly what you want. Visit eastwestbookshop.com to register now.
Called the Oprah of radio by her listeners, award-winning host Dr. Pat Baccili is blowing the doors off of traditional talk radio. Get ready for an energizing delivery, powerful interviews with leaders in the field of human potential. Dr. Pat's fresh, new perspective on living life full out has catapulted her show to the top of talk radio. Tune in and Dr. Pat will help you thrive instead of merely survive. Visit thedrpatshow.com. That's THEDRPatshow.com for listening times in your area.
You can have it all. Join Dr. Richard Bartlett and Melissa Joy for our mind-blowing Festival of the Healing Arts, coming to Seattle May 16th through the 25th. We'll be teaching the entire Matrix Energetic Seminar package in one location.
You have to experience it yourself. You have to be there, touch it, play with this.
It's not a complicated system. It's simple, it's easy, and it's fun. It's quite remarkable.
And this woman literally went doot, doot, and I had this wave, this whole wave of energy comes through me like I had never felt anything like that in my entire life, and it just blew me away. I was like, wow.
Matrix Energetics, consciousness technology for transformation and healing. Join us for a free introductory course, May 16th from 7 to 9 p.m. Seminars will be at the DoubleTree Seattle Airport. Visit matrixenergetics.com for a seminar coming to a city near you. Come as you are and leave transformed.
Tune in to Intuit University, compassionate guidance connecting you to your inner wisdom with internationally renowned psychic and medium Sherry Dillard, the second and fourth Thursday each month at 12 p.m. Pacific Time and 3 p.m. Eastern Time. Get ready for an hour of practical spirituality and a fun and magic carpet ride into the spirit realm. This hit show is a combination of call-in readings and intuitive mentoring as Sherry supports and empowers you to create your best life in relationships, career, finances, life purpose, and spirituality. For more information, visit sherrydillard.com.
Tap into your I am energy to discover who you truly are and who you always have been. Dawn Smith offers a simple yet profound and life-changing way to discover your I am energy that is hidden beneath the toxicity caused by choices we made consciously or unconsciously prior to today. This internal perfection is not an idea, a theory, or some vague notion or concept. On the contrary, it is beyond the grasp of the brain and its intellectual interpretations, as it lies deep within the language of our hearts. Visit IamEnergy.ca.
All like sideways, so I can find what I can fix. I looked around, there were no cars on the highway. I felt a strange feeling like a mist. So I walked down toward the end of the road, and in the fog, a woman appeared. She said, "Don't you worry, my friend, I'll take care. Take my hand, I'll take it there."
Hey everyone, welcome back. Leslie Fonteyne's in the house. We've talked about a lot during the show today, but we also need to really talk about what does it mean to be at that place where things look like they're coming apart. Now, I will tell you, I sat in my car at 17 years old and I cried my eyes out. So there was no question in my mind about that this felt like crap. This felt like crap. And we about another time. But finding myself at a very young age in my car. First of all, I was great. I had a car. I didn't have hardly any fuel left. But it didn't feel good. So maybe you could talk before we give out some tips.
Okay. Well, first, don't be afraid of your feelings. Don't be afraid of how bad you feel. Some of us get very there's what I'm saying between being a victim about how bad things are and going on and on and on and on and on about it, and acknowledging exactly what's going on. Because if you truly acknowledge it, then you can begin to step into the next thing, to begin to shift. It doesn't mean that the very next minute Pat's not going to be in her car. It means that in that moment, she is making a shift. She's acknowledged exactly what's going on, and now she's going to look at choosing something different. Now, she may not feel super empowered at 17 because she hasn't been taught that kind of power unless it was used against her, and many of us have that experience. But beginning to shift and allow the next part of this, bringing in the other vibrations to allow you to shift into the next thing, is not this physical performance power thing you do. It is this allowing of the vibration to come in, the setting of an intention, the changing of a direction, and then releasing where you are. Lots of stuff, and you have not done anything. You have not yet left the car.
That's right. It wasn't really disallow me from. Somebody said something to me many years ago, and I didn't get it until many years ago. And I don't know if I believe it, but the comment was, pain is inevitable, but suffering is optional. And it took me a lot of years to even, get both parts of that. They're very, very different. Do I believe pain is inevitable? I believe levels of pain are inevitable. Do I believe that we have to ruminate on the things and create the whole story, which then turns into suffering? No. Have I always done this really well? No.
None of us have.
It's a goal.
It is.
It's a goal for me. It's a goal.
And suffering is sometimes aligned with unforgiveness, holding on to something because of the fear of forgetting. So often we think that we will dishonor the past by into the new. While we can see this externally in the world, look at yourself as a microcosm. What within you are you not allowing to release so that you can step into the new? You honor everything that's brought you to this wonderful, magical moment. And now you're going to choose an alchemical moment, which is to shift.
Yeah. Let's go to the phones. One of the things also that, has been a big, huge aha for me is that there are stories that we tell ourselves which we believe actually benefit us. There are stories about illnesses. There are stories about not being able to become well. There are stories about, poor, my dad, I come from a really poor family, so, how could I expect to be anything? Those are the stories, and we actually become codependent with our stories. We really do, because some strange way they've become excuses for us not to change.
Right. I think one of the things I work with when I am doing sessions with people is not to confuse honoring all that we are and all that has come before us with a kind of loyalty that keeps us bound to the old.
All right. We have time to go to the phones, Mr. Taylor.
Yes, we do. All right. Let's go out to Athena in Bellevue.
Hi, Athena. Welcome to the show.
Hello.
Hi, Athena.
Thank you. Hi. Hi, Leslie.
How are you?
Cheerio to you. Pip, 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 cheerio.
I know.
Going to London. Hey, Leslie. I have some pretty intense trauma. I'm continuing to work it through, but my God, I work with the archangelic and angelic realms, the ascended masters, and I need some help.
Okay. So what are you wanting to shift into? What are you wanting?
What am I to be able to share my gifts with the world, do what I came here to do, more of what I came here to do. I mean, I want to do it, more of it.
Gotcha. What is stopping you? There's something that's really not even a physical interference.
No,
I know. They're showing up. Here's the thing, Athena, you are amazing. You are high and of such a vibration. You need to cut yourself a break because you are living in a low vibration with a very high vibration. If you didn't feel a disconnect, I'd think you were crazy. You are just fabulous. You are completely surrounded. And here's the thing. You're doing a lot of collective work, and you know that. You're doing a lot of work with people that are, going through a lot of stuff. When you bring on the collective, when you start doing work that is just beyond yourself, you can feel wiped out and go to bed for days. A lot of people in your life do not understand that, and too bad. Just let it go. Go to bed, take care of yourself, rest, be nurtured. You are doing world service. That's what you're doing. So you feel it. They're all showing up. They're all clapping. They're all appreciating you. but don't look to this world to be supportive of what you're doing. It's extremely powerful what you're doing. So when you don't take care of yourself as a result, that's on you. So appreciate the gift you have. As far as how it physically manifests and the success that you step into after that, first, it's honoring yourself, appreciating the gift, appreciating all that they're giving you, all the guidance you're doing, but you're allowing yourself to be a channel for that kind of support in the world. It's a lot going on in the world right now. We'd all agree, right?
Right.
So let that happen. Appreciate yourself. You're going to find that your energy completely shifts, and then the inspired ideas and thoughts are going to come, but it's going to be within the context of the work that you're doing.
Yes, thank you.
Does that work for you? Are you there?
I'm reflecting. Thank you.
What's happening for you? You're going to come out of this, but you must honor yourself first.
I'm with you. I get it. Thank you.
You bet.
Thanks, Athena. Thank you. Wow. What a great... let's tell folks how they can find out more about... Let's give out your phone number again. How they can find out where you're going to... All above.
All right. First, go to my website. It's got everything listed, whether you want to write me, read the blog, see where I'm going, set up a session. It's www.lesliefonteyne.com, LESLIEFONTEYNE.com. The number is 678-665-3366. Again, 678-665-3366. I'm going to be in Columbus starting tomorrow and in the UK the following week. And then I'll be in Tampa, Austin, Chicago, Raleigh, all of the above.
And then back here.
And back here.
Yes, indeed. One last question. Thank you for a great show. Thank you so much. Sheer Alchemy, Leslie Fonteyne, folks, right here on Transformation Talk Radio. What's your personal message? What would you like to leave us with today?
Don't be afraid of having courage to step into your own essence, even if it looks like it's painful. It's not going to you. Bring in the support that is all around you. Invite them in intentionally. And allow yourself to be as honest as possible as you step through this stuff. You'll shift. This is the alchemy.
Awesome. For more about Leslie, you know how to do that, lesliefonteyne.com. For more about me, go to the drpatshow.com. For more Talk Radio, go to transformationtalkradio.com. For more about how to download the app to your phone so you can listen 24/7, all of that information is there for all of you. And, remember that if you're having a moment, there is a moment that you can change. So thank you all for tuning us in, turning us on. We're very excited about being able to provide you with an interactive website here in a couple of weeks. And thank you for all your feedback, because we don't do this alone. So remember, the sun shines outside and it shines inside if you let it. We'll see you next time on the show.
Listen to the Yo Andrew News Talk Show every Tuesday night at 5 p.m. Pacific Time, 8 p.m. Eastern Time. More info where to listen? www.yoandrewnts.com/listen. Don't get your message lost in the mail. Email us with this address, yoandrew@yoandrewnts.com. How about tweet Yo Andrew at AndrewTweetGeo? Taking a picture is easy. Instagram us today at YoAndrewNTS.
Tune in to Angels and Answers with Artie Hoffman, the hottest psychic with the warmest heart, every Friday at 10 a.m. Pacific Time and 1 p.m. Eastern Time on Transformation Talk Radio. With passion and a sense of humor, he delivers spiritual and motivational messages for both individuals and groups of people, and is internationally known for his amazing psychic abilities. Don't forget to call in at 800-930-2819 for live on-air readings, and visit Artie at artiehoffman.com. Artie Hoffman is the hottest psychic with the warmest heart and the host of the hit show Angels and Answers. A renowned psychic, medium, spiritual life coach, and an entertaining motivational speaker, Artie has helped over 15,000 people with his amazing intuitive gifts, his passion, and his humor. Call 877-ANGEL-02 to schedule a personal reading or to have your own psychic Artie party. That's 877-ANGEL-02. And visit artiehoffman.com and Angels and Answers on Facebook.
Are you ready to give your home a fresh look but don't want to do the work? Help is a phone call away. Kathy's Handy is a full-service general contracting company specializing in home improvement, remodeling, and repairs. Kathy's Handy are specialists in kitchens, baths, fireplace makeovers, and finish carpentry, and they partner with other amazing specialty subcontractors needed to complete any job. Friendly, energetic, and dependable with an impeccable reputation to get the job done while keeping you as comfortable as possible during the transformation of your home is the hallmark of Kathy's Handy. Call Kathy now for a free estimate. 206-715-8126. That's 206-715-8126. And visit kathyshandy.com for a complete view of possibilities for your home.
Presenting Act As If and Change Your Life with Ari Lauer. Thursday, May 22nd, 7 to 8:30 p.m. at East West Bookshop, Seattle. This dynamic motivational speaker and transformational life coach shares her incredible Act As If, Change Your Life technique to transform your life. Join Ari as she shares inspirational stories of overcoming incurable disease, bankruptcy, divorce, and turbulent past to create the life of her dreams. You too will learn how to have exactly what you want. Visit eastwestbookshop.com to register now. Join Ari Lauer Friday, May 23rd at East West Bookshop, Seattle for personalized transformational life coaching sessions 12 to 7 p.m. Call East West Bookshop 1-800-587-6002 and set up an appointment. Transformational life coach Ari Lauer blends her years of training and coaching with the wisdom of essential oils to offer advice on many levels, allowing her clients to open towards healing the past and stepping into the life that they are meant to be living right now. Visit eastwestbookshop.com. Join Ari Lauer on Saturday, May 24th, 3 to 6 p.m. at East West Bookshop, Seattle for essential oil healing. Ari's own incredible journey back to wellness from heavy metal poisoning using doTERRA essential oils. Now guided by her angels, Ari shares these healing secrets. You too can use these amazing essential oils to give your body what it needs to heal. Learn how Ari went from desperate and sick to vital and empowered. Register now at eastwestbookshop.com or call 1-800-587-6002.
Gallios miso dressings are delicious and made with only the finest, freshest, and all-natural ingredients. Gallios miso dressings are low in fat, sugar, salt, and carbohydrates. They do not contain any artificial ingredients or any wheat, eggs, vegetable gums, or MSG. What they do contain is astonishing flavor and silky texture that can only come from using premium quality ingredients. Order online with free shipping at www.gallioscafe.com. That's GALEOS cafe.com.
Are physical pain and illness controlling your life? Are you ready to release what no longer serves you, but just cannot get there on your own? Consider an intuitive healing session with Christy Borst. Christy's love-based healing energy has had amazing, even miraculous effects on her in-person and long-distance clients. Visit healingresonance.us. That's healingresonance.us to book your private intuitive healing session with Christy.
Do you want to enjoy your salad dressing without the guilt of calories, processed ingredients, salt, and carbohydrates? Gallios miso dressings are created in a certified organic plant with all natural organic ingredients. Choose from 6 delicious flavors. Order your dressings online now and get free shipping. Mention Dr. Pat and you will get an additional 10% discount. Visit www.gallioscafe.com. That's GALEOS cafe.com.
Feel happiness is just beyond your grasp? Want to move past old hurts or traumas? Not feeling comfortable in your body? Consider an intuitive healing session with Christy Borst. Christy has a divine healing gift, and her process will help you experience a perspective reboot. Release that which no longer serves you. For more information and to contact Christy Borst, visit healingresonance.us. That's healingresonance.us.